Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this wind down yoga session. So there is some nice long yoga poses here which are specifically designed to help us start to calm down our body, our breath, and start to relax through our nervous system to get us ready for a nice long restful night's sleep. So you don't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat, or you can practice this in bed. And whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay, so let's get started in a nice easy cross-legged position with a nice long spine. Relax the shoulders and then just tuck the chin in towards the chest, just so that we start to feel a nice deep stretch through the back of our neck. Keep the shoulders soft, the head heavy. Begin to slow down the breath. And then go ahead and take the right ear towards the right shoulder. And just hold it here. Again, keeping the shoulders nice and soft, the head heavy. Just taking a few slow breaths into the left hand side of your neck. And then after your next breath, go ahead and switch it over, left ear towards the left shoulder. Pausing here, and deepening our breath, breathing into the right hand side of the neck. And then only if it works for your body here, maybe we start to take a few big full neck circles. Just circling the head all the way around. Just releasing any tension or any little knots through the neck. We might take a few one way and then take a few the other way. And then eventually come all the way back through center. Nice. As we inhale, we're going to reach both hands up towards the sky, look up in between the fingertips, and exhale, lower the fingertips to the mat or to your bed. Inhale, take the hands up, look up. Exhale, lower the hands. We'll take a few more just like this. Every time we reach up, we're trying to reach a little bit higher each time so that we can feel a nice stretch through the sides of our waist and through our back. Let's take one more just like this. And then as the fingertips come to the floor, go ahead and plant the left hand and reach up and over with your right. And just holding it here for a couple of breaths. We don't want to force any movement. We don't want to overstretch at this point, just stretching through the top fingertips enough where we find that nice release through the right hand side of our bodies. Taking one more breath here. And then bringing both hands back up. As we exhale, plant the right hand, reach up and over with your left. Just letting the left hand side of the body this time gently open up and find space. Taking one more breath here. And then come all the way up through center. And then from here, we're going to take both legs out on a bit of a wide-legged position. So it doesn't really matter how wide the legs come, as long as they're a little bit wider than your hips, that's okay. And it also doesn't matter whether the knees are straight or whether we want to have a nice deep bend through the knees. If having a deep bend through the knees feels better for you, then go ahead and take that. But let's bring the fingertips onto the floor, sit up tall through the back, release the shoulders back and down, take a big breath in, and then as we exhale, we're going to move slowly into a forward fold. So we can start to walk the fingertips forwards, we can start to release the chest towards the floor. And again, we don't want to overstretch here, we just want to stretch far enough where we can start to feel a nice release happening through the backs of the legs, through the lower back. Just bring yourself to wherever feels good, and then find a little bit of stillness. And once we find that stillness, focus once again on deepening your breath. So start to call in deeper inhales, long, smooth exhales. And maybe take a quick scan through your body. Notice if there's anywhere that you're holding on to tension that we might just release. Check in with the backs of your legs, the backs of your thighs, your lower back, your upper back. And just breathe here. Taking our last few breaths here. So with every exhale, notice if we can go a little bit deeper into this pose. Can we let go of the body a little bit more? And then after your next full breath, go ahead and bring yourself gently back up to center. We're going to keep the left leg extended. Bring the right leg in so that the sole of the foot comes somewhere along the inside of the straightened leg. We're going to plant the hand down onto the mat and reach up and over with the right hand. Think about opening up the chest here, rolling the right shoulder back. Taking a few breaths here. And if this top arm begins to tire, we can bring it down and maybe take it behind the lower back. Take one more breath here. And then come all the way back up through center. We're going to keep the position of the legs the same, but bring the right knee up. And then take the left hand to hug around the right knee and then open back into your twist. So we're twisting around to look over the right shoulder. With every inhale, the spine lengthens. With every exhale, we might move a little bit deeper into our twist. Taking one full breath here. And then releasing yourself back through center. We can extend the right leg and this time bring the left leg in. So the sole of the left foot is coming somewhere along the inside of the right leg. We plant the right hand onto the floor and inhale to reach up and over with the left. Once again, just finding just a moment of stillness here. A moment to breathe, to open up, to let go. And just like before, if the top arm begins to tire, we can bring it down and just let it fall behind the low back. Taking your last full breath here. And then releasing back up through center. Again, keeping the position of the legs the same. We're going to bring the left knee in. Take a little hug around that knee with the right arm. Take the left arm behind your lower back and then open into your twist. So keeping the spine nice and long. Beginning to look out over that back shoulder. Feeling this twist, this detoxification through the center of your body. And just holding it here. Coming back to your breath. Those deep inhales and full exhales. Taking your last few breaths here. And then slowly untwisting back through center. We can bring both legs in and we're going to come to lie down on our backs. So come all the way down onto your back. When we get here, we can bring both knees in towards the chest. Just give yourself a little hug. Maybe take a rock from side to side. Just gently massaging out your lower back here. And then coming back into center. From here, we're going to bring our legs up into almost like a reverse tabletop position. So the knees are on top of the hips. And we're going to cross the right knee over the top of the left knee. We're going to reach the arms out towards the side. Take an inhale. And as we exhale, let both knees drop towards the left. So we find this deep twist through the spine. Taking a few deep breaths here, just letting your body relax into this as much as possible. And if it feels a bit too intense with the knees crossed, we can do the exact same thing, but with the knees side by side. Feel free to maybe close the eyes here. And slow and soften the breath. Taking our last few breaths here. And then whenever we are ready, bringing both knees up into center, where we'll take the same thing on the other side. So either keeping the knees side by side, or this time crossing left knee on top of right knee. Take an inhale, and as we exhale, let the knees fall towards the right. Returning your awareness back to your breath. Maybe closing the eyes. Letting your body relax here. Taking your last few breaths here. And then whenever you are ready, bringing those knees back into center. Bring both knees into the chest one final time. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe find that rock side to side. And then take both legs down to the floor, well, both feet down to the floor. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees open up towards the sides. From here, we can either reach the hands up behind the head, or we can bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest, and just close your eyes. Taking this opportunity to set everything down. To notice how this moment of stillness feels within our body. And to notice if there's anywhere within our body that we're holding on. Is there any tension that we can let go of? Maybe in the legs or the hips, the back, the chest, the arms, maybe the head or the face. And with every exhale, allow that tension to leave the body. Allow all of your muscles to relax, your bones to soften. And allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper into your surface. Taking a few quiet breaths here. And then maybe, if you're already in bed, maybe you want to move straight into your sleeping position from here. If you do need to get up and finish the rest of your nighttime routine, I invite you to bring a gentle little wiggle in through your fingers and in through your toes. Maybe begin to bring the knees together, and then we can think about rolling ourselves onto one side and eventually up into a comfortable seated position on your mats. And thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. I hope you are feeling calm and peaceful and ready for your night's sleep. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more from me, please subscribe, and have a wonderful night's sleep. Namaste.